Welcome back. It is Skinny time, and we start with some buzz coming out about Ocean's 8. So it's a spin-off of the well-known Caper franchise we all know and love, but the upcoming film will have an all-female cast.
Okay, so the word is Anne Hathaway among those, and Rihanna, close to inking deals to appear in the movie. Same goes for Oscar winner Helena Bonham Carter and Mindy Kaling. Now, already announced as part of the cast, Sandra Bullock, you see there, and Cate Blanchett. The film will begin shooting here in New York in October.
And there's word of some of the ensemble cast of the Ocean's trilogy, which featured George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and Matt Damon, could make cameos in the new installment. Nothing confirmed on that yet, though.
Let's hope Julia Roberts is part of it. The hope for Ocean's 8 is that it avoids the fate of the recent all-female cast of Ghostbusters. Variety quotes sources saying Sony Pictures will suffer a $50 million loss on the film, and that a sequel, here's the good news, is unlikely.
Oh. Well, next up, the movie Hook. After a quarter of a century, the fantasy adventure film starring, among others, the late Robin Williams as Peter Pan. You might remember hit theaters in the U.S. just before Christmas in 1991. It then went on to earn more than $300 million at the box office.
Okay, so part of the plot involved Williams' Peter meeting a group called the Lost Boys, led by the enigmatic Rufio. That's them, as they appeared in the film, aged between 6 and 17.
Well, they recently reunited for the first time ever and posed for a throwback photo 25 years in the making. The release of the photo coincides with the second anniversary of Robin Williams' death.
Okay, moving on to actor and martial arts legend Jackie Chan. So he just found himself in a rather unique film shoot.
That's the 62-year-old Chan high atop the iconic Opera House in Sydney, Australia.
Wow.
Now, he was up there filming a fight scene for a highly anticipated Chinese movie called Bleeding Steel.
You may ask, just how highly anticipated is Bleeding Steel? Well, it's, quote, the biggest budget Chinese production ever to shoot in Australia. This is according to The Hollywood Reporter. It's the first time Chan has shot a movie in Australia since 1997's Mr. Nice Guy. You guys all remember that movie, right?
And Chan, I believe, either does all of, or at least most of his own stunts. So the fact that he's the one who's actually up there on the Opera House
is no surprise as well. And he seems at home. And look at some good fight scenes there.
I love that news chopper. It's just, could you imagine you're the news chopper operator? You just happen to the pilot. You just happen to fly past. What?
Yeah.
What in the world?
What is going on?
Well, if you've got an extra $75 million laying around, we have an estate to sell you. Actually, fashion designer and film director Tom Ford has an estate to sell you.
So the property is called the Cerro Pelon Ranch. It sits on 20,000 acres near Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yeah. Its main house was designed by a leading Japanese architect.
It also, by the way, has its own landing strip, obviously, for the jet.
That's what you need.
And horse riding facilities, including indoor and outdoor arenas. And it features what's called Silverado Movie Town, which was built for the 1985 film Silverado. So most houses come with a movie theater, luxury houses. This one comes with an entire town.
Interesting. By the way, that amazing movie, Mr. Nice Guy, made $12 million. Just so you know.
Okay.
Adjusted for recession, that's like $2.
Good knowledge.